What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebird Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, two-division world champion, former welterweight world champion, former unified junior welterweight world champion, Danny Swift Garcia, has called out undefeated WBO welterweight superstar boxer, pound for pound, recognized king, #1 in the world, Terence Bud Crawford. He tells Terence Bud Crawford it's not hard to find these PBC fighters. I'll fight you, I'll fight anybody, is what Danny Garcia had to say. He said, tell Bob Arum, your promoter, who's your top-ranked CEO and promoter, who is the promoter of Terence Crawford. He says, tell Bob Arum to send me a real contract. He said, tell him not to contact my father and offer him a lowball offer of $3 million. He said, tell your Bob Arum, your promoter, to send a legit, real contract, and we can make the fight happen. He said, I'll fight anyone as long as the paperwork is correct. So you tell Bob Arum to get the paperwork correct, and let's get it on. He said, this will be the biggest fight in Terence Crawford's career, hands down, no doubt. He said, it won't be the biggest fight in my career. He said, it'll definitely be a big fight. He said, but it won't be the biggest fight in my career. He said, check my resume. I have never ducked anybody. I'll fight any and everybody. He said, I definitely want to fight Terence Crawford. I love that fight for myself. We have history. So he's stating that, he definitely wants to fight with Terence Crawford. All Terence Crawford got to do is to tell top-ranked CEO and promoter Bob Arum to send a serious contract after his fight January 25th against Ivan Redback. He said he wants to fight any of the champions. He definitely wouldn't mind capturing Terence Crawford's WBO title. He definitely wants to face unified, welterweight, undefeated superstar boxer Earl the True Spence Jr., as that was supposed to be his January 25th fight. But obviously, Errol Spence Jr. was in a serious car accident, and he was postponed and pulled out of the fight. So he said that he wants to fight with Manny Pacquiao as well, who's the WBA welterweight superstar, legend, boxer, champion. He said he just wants a title. If it comes in the form of Terence Bud Crawford, he's stating that all Terence Crawford got to do is tell his promoter, who's top-ranked CEO and promoter, to send a serious contract. He said he contacted my father. He sent over a lowball offer and thus saw him fight Amir Khan. So he said that, don't send lowball offers, send a serious offer. This is going to be the biggest fight in your career. You have yet to be in a big fight, is what Danny Garcia has said. He's yet to be in a big fight of this magnitude, as it would be between me and him. I've been in big fights. I've been on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather co-main event. So I've been on big cards. But as far as Terence Crawford, this is going to be the biggest fight in his career. Tell your promoter, Bob Arum, to send the contract. See? So here's my thoughts on this, right? We have to stop all the talk that the PBC fighters don't want to fight Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford just recently come out and stated that PBC fighter, Showtime Sean Porter, two-time welterweight world champion superstar boxer, he's not interested in fighting. Errol the True Spence Jr. Is out of commission and won't be back until the summertime, right? He has no set date for his return after suffering a horrific car accident. Danny Garcia was lowballing the offer, as he stated, and they never sent a serious offer. He said that also, you got other guys like Yordanis Ugas, guys like that. He has no interest in, right? Manny Pacquiao was under the top-ranked banner, and they couldn't get a contract and a deal done. So I don't know what PBC fighters are avoiding Terence Crawford, but now they're starting to come forward and state that, they're definitely interested in fighting Terence Crawford. So now you have Danny Swift Garcia coming out and saying that he has interest in fighting Terence Crawford as long as top-ranked CEO and promoter Bob Arum, who's the promoter of Terence Crawford, sends over a serious contract. He's definitely interested. So see, there we have it. We can't continue to say that these fighters are not looking to fight Terence Crawford. They're avoiding Terence Crawford and they fear Terence Crawford, because that's the furthest thing from the truth. These guys are looking to fight Terence Crawford. Now, none of us know exactly what takes place behind the scenes in negotiations, but I'm hard-pressed to find out, to think that Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter, all these guys on the PBC are just reluctant to fight Terence Crawford. I find that hard to believe, and seeing as though they're mixing it up with one another and taking losses, right? Now, Keith Thurman is in a whole different ball game, right? Keith Thurman, is injured again. He's out of commission, and Keith Thurman is more than likely going to come out and look for a tune-up fight. So Keith Thurman is not counted in this situation. But the likes of Danny Garcia, he wants the action. So let's see if Terence Crawford forces Bob Arum's hand to give Danny Garcia a serious offer and make the fight happen. Because there's no foregone conclusion that Errol Spence is going to fight Danny Garcia next, as he's not fighting until May or June. Errol Spence is definitely looking for that fight, and that would be a unification fight for Danny Garcia. So that would be a bigger fight for Danny Garcia and an easier fight to make for Danny Garcia. So you can't blame him if he go that route. But if, let's say, Errol Spence chooses to go the route of maybe a light touch, a tune-up, right? That means Danny Garcia will be available. He's fighting early 2020, January 2020, right? Terence Crawford doesn't have a date to come back. So let's see it. I know there was talk about Terence Crawford possibly coming back in March. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see if they put their best foot forward and Terence Crawford puts his best foot forward and forces promoter Bob Arum to make the fight. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Danny Swift Garcia calls out Terence Bud Crawford, tells him to tell his promoter Bob Arum to make the fight happen. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.